America.
Wait, you
we
muted
have a
him?
problem. America, we have a serious problem, and we're going to discuss it in this episode. Welcome back to Cinestro Core. We're talking about just roll the fucking song, bro. Just roll the fucking song. I don't even want to say. Just roll the goddamn song.
Roll that bitch. The gas, it's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay tuned.
Man, I'm wearing all black today for the death of America. It's over. 248 or whatever the fuck, 278. I don't know how many years this country been in effect, but it's over after yesterday, bro. It's fucking over.
Are you saying this is the end of the American experiment as we know?
I'm gonna unmute AZ real quick, but it's over. It's straight up.
Oh, bro, I was gonna democracy. Until you
what did Padme say? This is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause. It's niggas on my Instagram hype about this shit, bro. It's over. It's so over. It's never been more over than it's been before. It's Jover.
It's never been more Jover.
I think it is important to preface.
It's come all over. Come all over.
Yeah, I'm gonna come all over. I think it is very important to preface this episode just by saying that this is obviously going to be the most overtly political thing I think we've ever.
It will be
recorded, absolutely. Right? In case our politics.
I'm a fence sitter.
Yeah, I'm an independent, actually.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're going to independently be on this podcast.
We've all been libertarians this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
lower the
Swanson way.
No.
But I was going to say, so. No. But I just want to say that, in case our politics weren't obvious and apparent before, boy, are they going to be obvious and apparent now.
Yeah, if you don't know what we were standing on before, you got to find out today. We are very much, oh boy. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm gonna make a name for myself here. This is a safe space if you are Black, Latin, LGBTQ plus, whatever. If you are part of any marginalized community, this is a safe space for you. If you're a woman,
women too.
If you are anti any of that, this is not a safe space. This is a dangerous space for you, nigga. This is a dangerous space for you, my nigga.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Keep it pushing.
It's not safe for you. It's just really hard to want to see the best for the people around me and the best for those I care about, and just watching shit like this happen.
Yeah.
We saw it in 2016. We're seeing it now. There's not much else to say, man. Like, just love those that you're around. Be protective of your people, your community, and care. And make sure you're having a community. It's good that, like, me and the boys here on this podcast, we've known each other for a little while now. Like, Graham, he can't be here tonight, but, like, that's my boy. We go way back. Luis and I go way back. AZ and I go way back. Gerardo is Luis's brother, so by default, we go way back. That's my name.
Me and Matt met last week.
It's been an AI version of you doing the episode the whole time, actually.
No, for real. It's just these are some real people with real stories, and we can all relate to some level as far as our lived experiences. So seeing a result like this is just really depressing, and it's unsettling. But what do we always say here in the group chat? Fuck it, ball up top, nigga. Ball up top.
Ball up.
Never heard that term.
Ball up top.
Ball up top.
Okay, we ball. When I wake up in the morning, I turn my swag on. And I say, "Fuck it, we ball," and we move about the day. Mm-hmm. So just like that, we're gonna move about the day. As we go into the coming weeks, we will see how things turn out, how things play out, and we'll see if we're still gonna be on this podcast.
I might start recording from Mexico.
Yeah, I might be in another state.
We're gonna record from the internment camps.
Whoa! What
the hell was that?
What in the fuck was that?
When you vote for Trump, you get special privileges on Elon Musk's internet. On Elon Musk's internet. No, I was gonna say, I hope the internment camps have Wi-Fi because
first episode from Germany.
Yeah, when I'm getting when I'm getting forcefully neutered. Yeah, when I get a forceful vasectomy in the internment camp.
All jokes aside, genuinely, this election has affected a lot of people. I saw multiple bits of tweets about numbers of unalivings happening in results to the election, and it's very sad. A lot of people.
Hold on. You said
to a degree,
niggas unalive themselves because of the election, the results.
yes.
Well, because they feel unsafe. A lot of queer people, queer folk, feel unsafe.
There was a large ration of them.
sensitive.
I haven't. I do believe there is quite a few people who are not taking the results of this well, and I do hope that even though we are a nation very much divided and very much not on the best of terms with that weird racist uncle during Thanksgiving, maybe, just maybe, we can find some small glimmer of common ground. So I was following. Avoid
if I have a gun by Thanksgiving, y'all better watch out.
Not going to help you. Avoid Facebook. Turn off the tweets for a while and just get to know your fellow man instead of making bold and brash assumptions.
I know my fellow man. Headlines. That's why we're in the situation that we're in.
Okay, yeah.
Man.
But
like
I would say on both sides, I would say for everybody to do some research and get to know things, particularly for the winning party, because let's face it, you guys could not read the room, honestly. But I really do hope that people become more informed as a result of this. And we learn from this. And we'll just see what the next God knows how many years this brings. Also, one thing from election that just bothers me that I didn't really process because I was so focused on the president thing. Why the fuck is Ted Cruz still here? Why did we put him back?
Because
what mistake did we make?
Because he fear mongers and he does the same thing. He says,
"That nigga left us to freeze, Louis."
Let me tell you, no. It's not even fear mongering. It's not even fear mongering, bro. Let me explain something to you, bro. I was a poli sci major for 2.5 years before I switched to criminal justice. It's not even fear mongering. This nigga has convinced people that he has their best interest at heart when he doesn't. This motherfucker, when people were freezing to death, when we were freezing to death in 2020, 2021, this motherfucker left to Cancun.
But it's one
warm
thing.
Weather.
It's one thing to say that you have your constituents' best interest at heart, and then it's another thing to actions speak louder than words, right? You can say you have our best interest at heart, but if what you're doing doesn't prove that, then why are we still voting for you? I don't know. It's
because the state of Texas is one full of uneducated motherfuckers. Sorry to sound elitist, but you niggas is dumb. Two, y'all value hate over fucking caring about your fellow man.
Yeah, read at a uneducated level.
It's not being elitist.
Take it from someone who served tend
to vote in Republican.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's not being elitist. It's true. College educated people in the suburbs tend to vote blue. That's why cities and higher population areas tend to go to Democrats,
and bitch ass motherfuckers tend to vote red.
Yeah, and sparsely populated, lower educated rural areas tend to lean Republican. You know, and that's just what it is.
I'm telling you, bro. As someone who was in a law enforcement capacity during the Uvalde shooting, knowing the failure allegedly of the Texas government and law enforcement during that situation, and knowing that these motherfuckers in red are the reason why this shit happened, to elect that back again because for some reason you think that's okay. Whatever happens after this is on you.
Uvalde County actually voted red again.
90-something% too. Not even just voted; they unanimously, almost unanimously.
20 babies died, and they still voted for the party that
facilitated over 300
the assassination of those.
If
children.
you are
over 300 cops, over 300 law enforcement professionals failed to act, and you
professionals.
Said, hey, you know what? Over 300 law enforcement individuals, 300 law enforcement individuals, and you let that shit happen, and you're like, oh, you know what? We like this shit. We'll let it happen again. Go ahead and elect that shit again. Whatever happens to you is on you at this point, bro. It's just so disappointing. Colin Alred, that nigga Colin Alred was right there. He had swag. He plays football.
He's also kind of weird. He's not the perfect candidate either. He's also kind of
that nigga bald.
He's also kind of transphobic and
Colin Alred is basically a Republican light.
So is J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I thought he was cool.
Well, no.
I thought he had swag.
He's
better than Ted Cruz,
but he wasn't perfect. Is what I'm saying. And it's crazy that they still chose Cruz, who's dog shit at his fucking job. He doesn't do anything.
I think it's just the mentality of like the devil you know better than like a new one.
It's stupid. That's fucking dumb.
It
it's
sucks,
why
but that's the
Texas is so
unfortunate
dog shit
reality.
at everything. But here's my thing. Look, and we could go on and on about Trump and politics and whatever. That's not the kind of podcast this is. But I think it is too big and too important a thing to not talk about, not touch on. And my thing is just, and I will say my 2 cents about it. Right, regardless of how you feel about the economy or whatever other policies you claim to be interested in it as to or supporting as to why you voted for Trump. He is a convicted rapist. He is a racist. He is a misogynist. He is a sexist, and he is a sexual abuser. So the fact that none of those things bother you, and you still voted for him because of quote unquote the economy, not only proves that you're a fucking idiot, but also that you're a piece of shit. And I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm not. You can't generalize. I'm generalizing. If you're complacent and complicit with sexism, racism, misogyny, and sexual abuse, then you're a piece of shit because that does not bother you. Because him doing those things and being those things did not prevent you from voting for him as president of the United States. You're a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
If
and
you
don't
put
care.
if you put grocery bills over those
Human
issues.
rights.
Yeah, human rights. You're a piece of shit. You deserve the fucking the dog shit economy we're about to fucking get.
And here's the thing. One more thing. One more thing. And it's like, and even then, the reasoning for it is they're so misinformed, right? If you're as educated and informed as you said you were, you understand that the reason the economy is as bad as it is because Biden inherited Trump's economy. You fucking dumbass. We're living under his economic plan, and we will continue to do so until January 2025. Right? So you motherfuckers saying, "Oh, Trump's gonna help the economy." No, the fuck he's not. Tariffs are inflationary. Right? Tariffs cause an increase in inflation,
and they're worse than what
economy.
we've been having.
Exactly. And giving billionaires and corporations tax cuts doesn't stimulate economic growth. You fucking dumbasses. It stunts it. So the one thing that you guys voted for him for is not even going to be beneficial.
It's not even valid. It's not even valid.
And I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait until you fucking idiots realize that we're going to be in the exact same situation, if not worse.
No, worse.
Because of the fucking decision that you guys made. Also, fuck every Latino man who voted for Donald Trump. You're a stupid, selfish piece of shit. Because there's family and friends and loved ones, but mostly men. It was 55%. There's family, friends, loved ones that that are undocumented or that know somebody who is undocumented, and the struggle, and you know how hard it is, and you know that they're wonderful people, hardworking people who are just here to you sell the American dream, but God forbid a motherfucker try to be brown and pursue it. And then you guys voted against your own self-interest because why? Because you want to be as close and as approximate to whiteness and white supremacy as possible. You're fucking dumb. Trump hates you. He hates me. He hates all of us. And
his base hates you. And you'll never fucking be white.
If you are not rich, if you are not white, if you are not rich and white, Trump don't give a fuck about you. Christian, no.
Also, and he don't give a fuck about that.
I'm let me touch on the Christian bit real quick because it's so disgusting and aggravating to me. I know we're a movie podcast, but today we're gonna get mad political. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, bro. I used to be mad involved in the church, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was a worship leader. I was a youth church camp pastor leader. I was involved. I was dialed in.
He taught me how to read the Bible.
2016.
I got groomed by my youth pastor.
2016 changed the game. 2016 changed everything for me, and 2024 is changing everything even worse because I'm seeing pastors' wives talking about something. Oh, I prayed for this. I prayed for Trump to win. I prayed for God to make Trump win. So you prayed that the people in your congregation experience hardships, marginalization. You prayed for racism. You prayed for misogyny.
Sexism.
You prayed for the women in your congregation to get to have to deal with healthcare issues,
to die,
if they can't get a fucking abortion. Nigga, you pray for that shit as a pastor. I hope to God when you go to seminary, no fuck seminary. When you go to the gates, my nigga, when you go to the pearly gates and the book of life is open, your name not gonna be in it. They're preheating your seat in hell. I
And
hope you're
Jesus,
ready.
I really,
God,
I hope
yeah.
you're
Saint
ready.
Peter, he's gonna be like, well, dude, all
Get
this
that
shit
nigga out of there.
Look at
He goes,
you
"You
support it. Look at all the
get
shit you
him out of
supporting. Not very Christian of you.
They're gonna be like, you get him out of there. You send him down,
Yeah.
nigga. Get him out of there. That's exactly what Saint Paul and Peter gonna say to your ass.
It's a
lot
Peter
of-
gonna open the horn.
Yeah.
We're saying he's
I think I was saying I was gonna say like I don't mean to like speak in like a softer tone in order to like coddle the people who I believe are fucking up. I don't want to make it sound like I'm condoning it.
You're good. You're good,
really
bro.
Stoned right now as well. So I'm on a different level of hypered.
You don't have to excuse yourself.
But I just want to make this as like abundantly clear as I possibly can about like 2 or 3 factors that I've really just been thinking of in the lead up to this. For one, if I were to say there's a failing on the side that I lean more towards, I would say, why in the goddamn fuck did you weekend at Bernie's Joe Biden for approximately 8 to 10 months of the election, and then last minute decide to do about as much advertising for Kamala's campaign as they did for Joker too? Why? Like I cannot fathom how you were just like, oh, it appears that the Wicker Man, who we lit on fire 7 months ago, was a pile of cinders. Quickly, Kamala, to the presidential cave.
And not only that, not only did the weekend at Bernie's Joe, they were also like, hey, leftists and left-leaning people, you know all those issues that really affect you and that you're really passionate about? Fuck you and fuck those issues. We're gonna try to play.
We're gonna try to get moderates. We're gonna try to get centrists.
Yeah, exactly. Which
is terrible.
To right-leaning
voters, because those people are already tired of
absurd, stupid.
And then you were like, okay, we're not only gonna last minute swap out the man who we've said that their GOAT is not having a chance against for the past 8 to 10 months, but we're gonna do something by swapping her out with a black woman. You can't just that's like throwing an egg in the face of every right-wing centrist. That's just like up front. I feel like if they eased them into it, right? If they started outright with Kamala, it would have gone so much smoother. It would have been as fucking. Oh, have I been pronouncing that?
Yeah, you racist
Kamala.
piece of shit.
Kamala.
Most people
get him out of here.
Oh, I'm thinking of Kamala Khan. I'm thinking of Miss Marvel.
If she was introduced from the beginning,
1000% this would have gone better.
No, but some people are just too fucking misogynistic.
Racist.
I don't even
racist.
That. I think it's the fact that they pulled this such a late in the game switch to where people could tell they were disorganized, and disorganization is not a good look for the leadership of this country. Now, Trump is a fucking mess. He's like if the Lorax put on a business suit from Men's Warehouse. He sucks. But at the same time, his disorganization is on a different level to where he's like a fucking rodeo clown. He has crowd work. He has charisma. He has all this fucking
the issue is that
they gravitate towards.
Trump has a base
as well as Democrats, that, right? And that's
he has a base. Democrats do have a base.
Yeah,
and they chose to divide it.
No, but that's the thing. But leftists and left-leaning people tend to lean Democrat only because there's no other more leftist, more extreme option. So they tend to kind of be like, all right, well, Democrats aren't Republicans, so I guess it's the best to. But the Kamala and the Democrats' problem was them being like, no, we're going to alienate leftists and people who are on the leftmost extreme of the political spectrum, and we're going to alienate right-leaning people because I'm a black woman who has it's slightly more progressive ideas than Donald Trump, and we're going to try to go for moderates for a moderate base, exactly by being hard on immigration, being hard on crime, being hard on trans folk and trans kids, and it's like you divided your base like a motherfucker and you lost bad, and so also they only have themselves to blame.
I also would like to say that if you are on the side of the big citrus in chief, I would like to just tell you, I would implore you, I goddamn demand that even if you are the most diehard Make America Great Again, or you just decided, hey, I don't like Joe Biden or anybody who rocks with him, so I'm going to go as opposite as possible. Maybe if you abstained, whatever your reasoning is, I would like to just tell you this. If you supported Trump in any form or fashion, if you are a person who says, well, I'm not racist, I have a trans friend or a black friend or whatever the fuck, well, that's good on you, but you have to acknowledge the rhetoric and the things that he does, and the base of people who say they're doing things in his name are attached to this guy. This is a person you've chosen to support. It's harmful. You have to acknowledge the catalyst that is the things that he says. His word choice is, it's not necessarily very specific, but it's just so vague enough to where everybody who has all these crazy ideas is able to glean any bit of truth they want to validate whatever terrible, shitty pedestal they're trying to stand on. Like, for instance, he made up some shit out of nowhere about Haitian immigrants eating neighborhood dogs and cats.
That's racist.
And people ran with it. There was no basis, no evidence, nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there was hate crimes against the local Haitian and Caribbean populations of those states for just a baseless claim. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at what happened with COVID and Asian Americans. Right?
Exactly. And then there was the propaganda of, oh, if you inject a cleaning product into yourself, then you're safe from COVID, or you don't need the vaccine. Blah blah blah. I
don't think he said that. Just for clarity's sake, just for clarity's sake. But I'm talking about the conspiracy.
He was quoted as saying, if you shine a bright light inside yourself, it'll kill the virus. She's a fucking idiot.
But not injecting bleach, because I've said that before. I didn't get fact checked on it. So you didn't say inject bleach in yourself.
But what I'm meaning is, he says things that are so out of the loop and so different that I think if people were so like thirsty for a change, in a sense, they didn't stop to ask if that change was good. Like, to paraphrase Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, you started asking if science could and not if they should. Yeah, you probably should not have gone with this. We're gonna have to pretty much just play the rest of it by ear and walk by eggshells, and just see where the rest of this goes. We're just gonna have to probably just wait it out.
I just want to say, like, if, and for those, like, regardless of how you voted, just like think about, like, there's women in your life, right? Maybe you have friends who are queer, or like if you're if you have friends who are queer or trans or are women or you have uterus having people in your lives. If you have Latinos in your life, just be there for them, right? Because this is a hard time for everyone and for a lot of people. But there are very specific groups of people that he has specifically kind of like called out, right? And specifically kind of like attacked and targeted. And so, a lot of people are feeling very, very helpless and very scared right now. So if you have any people in your life who are affected, who are part of any of those marginalized groups, just offer and be their support and their help as much as you can. And just one more thing, as a Mexican American, son of immigrants, first generation American, I can't help but not be passionate about this and not be angry about the way that this has turned out. Because when you have a president who says that he's going to mass deport Mexican immigrants specifically out of this country, even those who are American citizens who have birthright citizenship, it is so fucking Nazi coded, and it's so fucking Hitler it's so fucking Hitler coded, and it's absolutely disgusting and horrific. It's so fucking horrific, and I can't not be upset and passionate about this because I am a first generation Mexican American. This Japanese Americans, and not only Japanese Americans, Asian Americans, right? And they've done this before. The Mexican Operation Wetback, they deported thousands and thousands
of citizens,
actual citizens, and not only Mexicans, people who may have slightly looked kind of Latino. They're just deporting motherfuckers like crazy. So there is a precedent to these kind of horrific, vile, racist acts. And if you support that and you support a president who is pro that. Again, I suggest you educate yourself on what immigrants do, how much they contribute to the economy, tens of billions of dollars they pump into the economy while receiving absolutely no help at all, because they don't have Social Security, and so they're not documented, so they can't receive help. So people saying that they receive handouts, it's bullshit. They're a positive force on the economy. Mass deporting all these people is going to send us into a recession, because guess what? It costs money. It costs money to build detention centers or internment camps for these immigrants. It costs money to hire new ICE agents, to hire new judges to pass the court orders so that they can get deported, to actually ship these immigrants. And guess what? It's gonna the price of food that you're so fucking concerned about is going to skyrocket, because all that shit right there. Add in the fact that if they do deport all the immigrants,
who is gonna pick who's gonna pick the produce? Who's gonna pick all the
That's what I'm saying.
Who's gonna do the jobs?
Where will I
jobs that
get
these
my
people are
pizza
doing,
plate?
these niggas is not gonna
Where?
do
Hold on. We're all talking.
No,
That's what I was saying.
Who's gonna do these jobs, bro?
You're so worried about the price of food being so high when all these with all these immigrant workers are deported. Guess what's gonna happen to the food prices? They're gonna go through the fucking roof. You fucking dumbass. And guess what? Americans aren't gonna line up to get paid shitty fucking wages and horrible conditions, right? Because who the fuck is gonna do that? Not you, not me, not American citizens. So it's just a fucking shit show. You guys are bigots and you hide behind the economy to shield kind of ignorant ideologies, and whatever, man. It is what it is. We'll kind of, like AZ said, play it by ear, but it is a hard tough time for a lot of people, and fuck Donald Trump. It is what it is.
He's right. It is what it is. We're in very unprecedented times. We are trying to figure out where we go through all this. It was racism all along. It was misogyny all along. It was hatred all along. And just speaking of all along, man, I don't know, bro. What's going on with Agatha all along? Like, let's be real. What's happening over here? Let me be real with you.
That was
dog shit. That was atrocious.
Just like the finale of this fucking show was dog shit.
Oh,
the whole damn show was dog
shit.
shit.
You didn't like it?
No. The whole show, everything up until the final episode was not good.
Nah.
Everything up until the final episode was good. The last episode was not good.
You didn't like, really?
Let me tell you why. Let me explain why. Because the first episode, first of all, when we started our coverage of Agatha, we're like, who the fuck asked for this?
Sorry, that was a very jarring kind of like transition. Like I'm still trying.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
There's no way. There's literally like there's no way to transition from a decent is a shitty candidate, but a better president than we're about to fucking get to what we got now. So there's no way to transition
unless you're a child who goes to public school. Then they'll trans you for free. You know, fucking school. Yeah, you just gotta tell them trans me, and they'll trans you. Apparently,
nurse's office allegedly.
Yeah, boom.
No, like it's just going from a show that we were like, what the hell is going on? Why are we having an Agatha Harkness show? To watching the actual series, and it's like, okay, this is kind of good. To the last episode being absolutely tragic and
Wait, Matt, are you telling me that a show about a witch and a manipulated reality starting out with mystery and intrigue and television show tropes started out as really interesting, but then abruptly at the very end became the most mediocre, disgusting piece of shit?
Valid.
But WandaVision came out years ago. Oh wait, it's made by the same niggas. Oh! Did I call it from the beginning?
No.
Did I call it?
He's cooking.
I did.
He's cooking.
I did.
He's right.
That show stupid. That show sucks,
and
it's because there's women in it.
I didn't. Whoa. All right, then I'm nervous. I didn't say all that.
It's because
that was a joke.
It was written.
I love women.
It was written very well.
I love women.
Episode. And the reason why I have a problem with the finale is because we went from building a very creative and interesting storyline up until the last episode where they're just like, fuck it, the bitch dead. We gonna throw this shit on the wall and hope the fuck whatever the fuck happens sticks. That's exactly what happened in the last episode. I started to care about the show.
Suit looks like dog shit.
I think it looks cool.
It looks cool.
Well, you're stupid. If they had explained that shit going into the show, it would have been made much more sense. But they're just like, hey, this nigga is Wiccan. Here's his suit. Have at it. Okay, make the shit make sense, bro.
It did make sense.
Make the shit make
sense. Lead up
this
to
is
it.
a problem.
This is the
problem. This is the big problem with Marvel.
I have no media literacy. Overall, they gotta spell that bitch out.
This is the problem with Marvel and the MCU overall. They do shit like this and expect people to just grasp it and accept it as it is.
And if you don't even know like the bare minimum about a character or the bare minimum about their backstory, you just have to pretend like you know because it's the MCU. This shit matters to the grander story. You know, niggas like AZ who know about this shit about to speak.
I did, yo.
I liked it.
So I stopped watching this. I genuinely forgot this show comes out on Wednesdays. I was just like, man, the election happened. I wonder what else we're going to talk about. And I forgot about this dog shit. And then when you said the Wiccan costume kind of looks like ass, I was like, let me see what it looks like. Let me just
You know, this shit came out last week, right?
She came out last week?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
This was
the costume.
Bro,
the costume doesn't look like ass. It's the fact that they didn't explain shit about it.
Nah, bro. The costume. I'm not fucking with this costume, Brody. I'm not fucking with it. It looks cobbled together. Like it looks more homemade than Peter Parker's suit at the end of No Way Home. Like
no, it doesn't.
It looks. I'm looking at it right now. I can see a dude on IG making this in like 45
bullshit.
Minutes. I'm not even lying. It does not. I am not impressed. I am not impressed. The most creative part of this seems to be the Scarlet Witch-esque headpiece that he's got. But other than that,
cool.
I'm not blown. It's I.
It's mid.
A C- is still a passing grade, but it's not an A. Like it's not. I mean,
Y'all are dumb, bro.
I just feel
Real
like
niggas
this show it runs too fast for its own good, only to fall flat on its face. And I hate to blame it on the creators, but it's the same shit from WandaVision.
No.
Starting out as this great big mystery and intrigue, captivating you with this narrative and this world and this new concept of exploration of magic in the MCU, and then it's like, do you want to see the sky beam? Want to see some generic? Want to see some regular shit?
Stop, because that's not true. Because that's right on the
four quadrants, baby. Four quadrants, baby. Four quadrants.
The last episode is just
that's why they made that shit the penultimate episode, and the last episode was a flashback to Nicholas Scratch and Agatha, to Agatha and her son, because they want.
Pendejo was more like it, bro. That shit was ass.
It was
Why
not
explain that
my
shit?
culture.
Why not explain that shit?
My culture.
Explain
give
what?
him permission.
No, listen. I think I don't know. I honestly don't know what the fuck you're on about. I think this show has been consistent all the way through. Gerardo hasn't liked it from the beginning, and that's fine. But I thought it was fun and entertaining, and a good time from episode 1 all the way through the season finale.
Put those away.
Yeah.
I think and they handled the finale fine. Like I said, the penultimate episode was kind of like the laser in the sky kind of bullshit that Marvel loves doing. But I like that they put that in the penultimate episode. And then the last episode is kind of an insight into Agatha's kind of like psyche and why she's the way she is and what happened with Nicholas and all this kind of like I like that they changed it. It feels like they did learn from their mistakes from WandaVision and implemented that to make it different. For Agatha All Along.
They just shuffled it. They just moved the fucking episode. It doesn't it doesn't change the conclusion of the show.
It does.
It literally does. You shove all of the characters.
It ends with her being a ghost. It ends with her being a ghost and then going to go find Wiccan's brother. What's his brother's name?
Speed. Moloch.
You don't even
Ball.
know because
what's
it's
his
not important. Because
bitch, what's his name? What's his name?
Ooh,
Speedster number 2.
Ooh. Guess what? His name could be fucking Mercury. I don't know. Because I don't care about Wanda's children.
I don't
you
care.
Don't.
But
you
know. He knows.
I know. He's being a fucking
He's being
bitch.
a dick.
No, it's brilliant. I think it's like Andy. Hold up.
It's not Andy. Shut the fuck up. That is not Andy.
Mr. Fast. Roger Quick.
Even fucking Google doesn't give it. Anyway.
Speed. No, his name is Speed.
Wiccan.
His name is literally Speed.
Oh, it was Speed?
You're right. It's literally Speed.
Nice.
I said that because of the drug.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, but I do think they handled like I don't know. What did y'all expect from an Agatha Harkness show? I think
nothing
considering
good, and that's what I got.
But I think considering the fact that the bar was very low, I like what we got. I think they handled it well. I thought it was a fun, interesting kind of like venture off into like the witchy side of like the MCU. Did I think it was perfect? No, I didn't like the ghost bullshit that they implemented in the end. That was kind of fucking weird and dumb and kind of pointless because it made it seem like
Harry Potter.
It made it seem like Agatha's journey was kind of
Myrtle.
like it made it seem like Agatha's journey. Like I think it ended beautifully with how she died in that penultimate episode, fighting death and sacrificing herself for Wiccan for Billy. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was great. And then bringing her back as a ghost, I thought was kind of like.
Cheating,
like it was cheating. It was like a cheap way to get her to because when you have a performer that's as awesome and as exciting as Catherine Hahn is, I understand wanting to keep her around for as long as possible. But when the writing gets kind of flimsy, and you're just like, oh, well, she came back as a ghost because she's a witch, and now she's gonna find Billy. She's gonna help Billy find his brother through the multiverse, I guess, or whatever, through the magic verse, whatever the fuck they established at the end. That's kind of bullshit, and I don't like that. Now it's like, is there going to be a season 2? Maybe. When else are we going to see them? What's going to happen? As opposed to just being its own self-contained story. So did I have problems with it?
Yeah.
Yes, but ultimately, I think it could have been.
You enjoyed parts of it.
It could have been a lot worse.
I think to me, it just felt like how do I put this? I feel like it was a situation of the Acolyte, of they had all these great concepts, these great ideas, this great presentation within the trailer, and even a little bit of the first episodes, enough to get you invested. And then for me, I had an episode where I was just like, listen, I don't think I can do this anymore. It's not me, it's you. And I think that episode, if I had to really clock it, where I was just like, I remember why I don't like these people, is that the episode with Ralph Boner?
No.
Which episode is that?
I think that's the 5th one.
5. Yeah, 5 was where I was like, oh my God, Ralph Boner. Oh my God, WandaVision.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember how that ended, and then I thought, oh my God, this is going to end up like WandaVision. And then I started noticing more and more cracks as it went along. The jokes weren't really landing for me. I felt like it was not necessarily the acting itself. It was the material. It felt like no one on screen was really connecting truly with what they were doing, except for, I would say, Billy's actor in some of like the flashback scenes. I thought their acting was really good because it seemed like a lot of the dialogue was more believable, more approachable. But mainly with Catherine Hahn. This same week, I had watched Knives Out and I had watched parts of Parks and Rec, like episodes that also had Catherine Hahn. And looking at both of those in both a TV and a film format, those are two better uses of Catherine Hahn delivering dialogue than almost any moment in this show. And to see something like Parks and Rec on a much smaller budget, much smaller amount of writers, I'm assuming,
and she has a much smaller role.
Smaller role. She's on screen for mere seconds in these episodes, but she's memorable. If not for the show being about Agatha, I would genuinely forget about her sometimes. She doesn't feel like she has staying power. But that's also just the show as a whole. It doesn't grab me, it doesn't captivate me,
bro.
And it's just, much like she faded off into the afterlife, so did my attention span for this program. Because I genuinely feel like these people who wrote WandaVision, stop letting them cook. Get these motherfuckers out the kitchen and tell them to download DoorDash. They are not built for this shit. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. They are 0 for 2.
Of all the Disney Plus shows, Agatha and WandaVision are probably
listen.
Two of the better ones.
No. Just because the other ones are dog shit doesn't mean this one isn't also dog shit. It's maybe slightly less dog shit.
There you go.
But it's not good.
That's an improvement, though.
But it's not good.
It is shit
right now.
No, we're fighting. We want good. We don't want great, motherfuckers.
No. It's about taste. Stop. It 1000% is about taste because there's stuff that is dog shit that you know is dog shit that you like and enjoy. Same thing with AZ and his fucking little bitch ass cartoon. There's shit that's dog shit. There's shit that's dog shit that he knows.
Anime is stupid.
Right. But I'm sure there's some animes that you like that are bad, that aren't good, but you're like, I really enjoy this. and that's fine. It's about taste. This show wasn't for you. It didn't work for you. That's
Who was
fine.
it for?
People like me. I enjoyed it. I had a great
for
time.
a bunch of fucking nerds.
But that's
I'm a
the
nerd.
Fucking musical theater
like-
dorks.
I liked Agatha All Along
That's me
more
too,
than
when
I liked.
you get me.
I liked Agatha All Along more than I liked some of the other Disney Plus shows. So
That's
it's just like I said, it's a taste thing.
Secret Wars was bad.
His goal
But
was to
this
get
is the only show that I couldn't like.
I
Like
couldn't
I
get
didn't bother
invested in it.
watching.
I
I
feel like-
didn't bother
Yeah.
watching. I would look up the like recaps because I didn't want to watch the rest of it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
how little this show mattered to me. It's just so.
You know what makes
That's
this
fine.
show
And that's
even
fine.
you know what makes this show even like worse to me in hindsight, like the more I think about it, it's the fact that like I would sometimes forget that an episode of The Penguin premiered, and I would go from that to this or this to that and vice versa. And I would just be like, man, this is like someone punching you in the dick and then getting you a free lottery ticket. Like it's jarring. It's very jarring.
The
Like, it
colossal
feels
difference
like-
in quality
it feels-
is
It
jarring. Yes.
it seems like more care is given to like the dialogue and the scripting in that and other things that I see with these same actors than it is in the show. It just I get the same feeling whenever they're describing magic in this like I get whenever it's that one episode of the Book of Boba Fett where it's just the Mandalorian fixing his ship and he's like, do you have the industrial carburetor? Do you have the neutron multiplier? What about the company? like when you're just babbling a bunch of shit I don't care about, it's not grabbing me. We've treaded the same ground with WandaVision, and it's
This is
still
the
did
only
not
episodes of
have my
Boba Fett I
interest grabbed in.
liked.
Exactly.
Flashback ones.
Exactly. And
No, the Mando babbling to Glup Shitto about his shit.
yeah. But
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I just like I said, if it
it's
didn't work
another
for
MCU
y'all,
project. Yeah.
I'll give it a bit, and I'll give it a rewatch. In like 2 months. In 2 months, I'll come back with the definitive answer of this show is good, and everyone will go by my answer.
Yes, sir.
If I had to give it a fair rating of what I saw, it's just another MCU project with a lot of interesting concepts and ideas that I feel like they're going to either forget about or not really flesh out to any real accord when it comes to the movies or another season. So I'm going to go with...
There's going to be a Young Avengers movie, baby. That's what this is all in.
Brother, no one fucking wants that.
Young Avengers, baby.
Who do we have?
The only one we like is Kate
power,
Bishop.
Bro.
The only one we like is Kate Bishop.
I like Miss Marvel. I like you, Marvel.
Oh yeah, no.
This is Young Avengers roster, bro.
Other than that,
Young Avengers.
Those are the only two. Everybody else,
Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop. That's nigga wicked.
That's a boom. Doom.
His brother Speed.
Speed, nigga.
His brother Quick.
His brother Quick.
His brother Fast.
Elijah Bradley's grandson is supposed to be in there.
Isaiah Bradley, that nigga.
And it's probably not going to be Hulkling. It's going to be that dog shit, horribly rendered Scar from
yes,
from
She-Hulk
with a rat tail. Why?
Nigga had the monk shit.
I know he got his haircut in space, but his barber needs to be tried by the earthly Geneva Conventions. That shit is a war crime growing from his scalp.
But sorry, what were you gonna say? What would you rate it, AZ?
I would genuinely rate it the most like it's the most middle of the road shit. So it gets a middle of the road score. I give it like a 5.
5 is crazy.
Interesting.
I'm not
I'll take it.
I'm not offended. I'm not bored. It's just straight down the middle.
I'm offended by
what you're doing.
I am offended.
Put this in. Actually, no. No. I thought the ghost shit was kind of cool. Then they brought in Ralph Boner, and they also fucked with the landing, but the music fucks. So it gets a 6. There we go.
You know, I can agree with that because the show, like I said, this is not a show that I'm like. When it comes to characters, who the fuck is asking for Agatha Harkness TV show? Who in their goddamn right mind is asking for that?
Nobody,
apparently.
But
I wasn't asking you for it. I
loved it.
However,
He's a fucking sheep.
the fact that they had that shit happen, it was good up until the last episode. So I will give it a 7, a generous 7.
out of 10. Only because AZ deleted himself. Only because
I'm going to tinkle my babe.
Only because it was good up until the literally the finale. The last episode let me down hard.
Yeah.
I'm still like, what the fuck happened? But overall, show solid.
Yeah.
Action solid, storyline solid. I like the way they did the trials with all the witches. R.I.P. my bitch,
Patty
Alice.
LaPone.
R.I.P. my bitch, Patty LaPone. R.I.P. Sharon, Miss Hart, Miss Davis.
Miss That 70s Show.
R.I.P. That 70s Show. That shit was not deserved. All them other bitches. You nigga, Agatha, you should have died.
All them
other witches.
There you go.
All them other witches.
Come on, show some class. Have some
Agatha should
decorum.
die first.
Some decorum. Wait, okay.
Agatha should have died first. You niggas.
He said.
Okay, Ardo, what's your rating, brother?
Man, off of what I saw, I'll give it a star 4 for each episode I bothered watching. Yeah, a 4. Because after 4, I went to the homies, a new rock star. And I saw what happened. I saw what like I'm supposed to know, but I didn't want to devote more time to watching a show that I did not care about.
Completely fair.
Because, and I hate to say this, Marvel doesn't deserve that anymore. Because I did that with Secret Wars. Because I was excited about that show.
Yeah.
And it was dog shit. And I spent an hour of my day just fucking hating it. And I didn't want to do that again. So I said,
Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion. Yeah, you said Secret
Invasion. Okay.
Oh, Secret Invasion, my bad. Yeah.
I was like, we got a TARDIS now?
Yeah, I knew. I watched Secret Wars. It was ass. Yeah.
This is better than Secret Invasion, though, I think, overall.
Yeah, I mean, I would say getting punched in the face is better than getting set on fire.
I don't think my rating for Secret Invasion was particularly high. So I don't.
I'd rather watch Agatha over Secret Invasion.
Okay, I'll give you.
I'd rather watch Falcon. That one was kind of interesting.
Are you telling me you did not enjoy reused asset fight scene? You didn't like that? That wasn't your jam?
Not for me.
Oh my god!
Just the nigga going in the
Amelia Clark's CGI arm, watching her guns.
Why was Drax?
She is never appearing in the MCU ever again. She's done. Her character is cooked.
Never again.
I'll give it.
What is up with her and just choosing the worst fucking projects to devote her time to?
She has
she needs to.
She made like
her agent.
The last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, she made like $16 million. She's making $1 million per episode, so she's kind of just like.
But I mean, if anything, that means she should go
She does a lot of theater.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't watch that shit. Give it to the masses. Come on, do something.
She gotta kill her agent.
Do something.
She was in the Seagull at the National Theater. She was my least favorite part about that play.
No one knows what the fuck that is.
I know. Anyways, so I would give WandaVision about it. I would give it a 7.5. Again, like I think episode 7, Death's Hand in Mind, the Patty LaPone centric episode, I think is genuinely one of the best episodes of Marvel TV that they have ever released.
It's so good.
It's legitimately, Gerardo, fantastic. It is an amazing episode, and so I think like that high.
I will give it a rewatch in time when I've healed.
That's the highest high. And like I said, I really liked Wicked. I liked the acting. I liked the. I thought it was fun. It was a good time. It was kind of like light and like surprising, and just kind of like I was expecting nothing. And I got something out of it. The fact that it wasn't the worst thing I'd ever seen. So I'll give it a 7 as well.
I'd rather watch Let's Start a Cult again.
I would rather go to a Kid Rock concert.
That's insane. That's wild. I'd rather
America,
kill myself.
In full do-rag and
they're mandatory now.
They're gonna kill you, bro.
Remember that joke I made a couple episodes ago? That's what they're gonna do.
They're gonna lynch you, nigga. They're gonna string you up, nigga.
I'm just picturing like the fucking like the US Gestapo.
They're
They
gonna
knock
execute
you
your
to
ass
You mean
They're like,
cops?
papers.
Yeah, cop.
Oh yeah, then they get
with the
your door.
immunity, nigga.
This is the police to your
Fucking
door, and
bomb.
like
No.
it's pulling off. It's just Kid Rock.
Project
Being
2025.
proud
for
to
your
be an
ass.
American, blaring through the speaker.
And I'm proud to be an
American.
American.
Like,
At
no,
least I
make it
know
stop.
I'm free.
Make it stop.
And
It's
I
like you only
won't
have.
forget the man who died and saved
Okay,
their life
speaking
for
of-
me.
Speaking of
there's
Americans, can we talk about how terrible the accents in the Penguin are?
Nah.
No, we'll talk about next week
Nah.
when we talk about the Penguin for the finale.
Yeah.
Are we not talking
Yo,
about this week's episode?
Not this week.
Wait.
boy.
But
We didn't read the script.
We can do a little poll real quick.
Okay.
No,
because I want to
no, we
bring
can't.
I just want to bring our group chat
Do it.
debate into the actual audience.
Which one?
This
There's a lot
mark
of them.
my words. Luis is adamant that
God.
Vic
Jesus.
is not dying in this show.
Oh,
Vic
This-
Pack.
don't
This
do
man,
Fact.
this man swears by it. He says
I'm not
Vic is
adamant.
surviving
I'm
the
not
whole
adamant.
thing.
It's more wishful thinking
He's
than
just
anything.
willing to lose
I
$10.
want, yeah, I'm
I'll
willing
be
to lose
honest.
$10 because I like him so much.
He's a scrappy young sidekick in the Batman world. That is not a long lifespan for your
They're already gonna
character.
kill his mom. I don't think they need to take Vic from him.
No, they're double tapping it. I promise you, because if they're getting
Is
him
Vic going
cold,
to die?
calculating criminal underworld penguin that I
smoking
know
that
he's going to
Vic
be in the
Pack next
Batman
week?
too.
I hope
Find
not.
out.
I hope not.
If he's going to be
All right,
completely
all right.
unhinged,
We smoking Vic Pack next
Look,
week.
I'm saying he's going to
I'm
die.
not.
I feel like David feels like he's going to die. Gerardo, you think he's going to die?
Graham said he's gonna
I don't
die.
want him to, but I do think he will.
Matt's
Why?
on the side of die, and Graham is on the side of die. That is like
nothing
five
is,
people.
Nothing is leaning towards that.
Yes,
You
it
know what?
is.
That's
Yes.
what makes it perfect.
No, what's
No.
leaning towards that is he told him to get an army, and I think that's
Yeah.
what he's gonna do. But I think it's gonna cost him. And I think
Yeah.
he will
Vic
die.
Pack. We smoking
I don't
Vic
want
Pack.
him to.
Vic's in the
'cause
Batman
I-
too. He's in the Batman
I hope
too.
so.
'cause think
I
about it like
genuinely
this.
hope I'm wrong.
Think about it
'cause
like
I think
this,
he's
too.
He's
great.
in two
I
back,
think he's a
two
great
man.
character. I
When-
think his
Two back,
actor
two
is
man.
so fucking talented,
When-
and I love
when,
him.
uh,
And I want to see
Yeah.
him in so much more shit. But I think I think
The
he's
main
gonna
reason
die.
I think that he's gonna die is because when Sophia shot that kid, right in
Yeah.
front of Oz's eyes,
What kid?
felt like that was foreshadowing. It was
During
like,
the
you don't care
interview
who gets in
or
your
with
way.
the interrogation.
Yeah, the interrogation. Yeah, it's like you don't care who dies, right? You're gonna let me kill this kid. You don't care who
Oh.
dies as long as you get what you want. Even this kid here, and I'm like,
No, that's a
that ain't
reach.
the first kid dying.
That's a fucking reach.
I don't know.
They
I
are
don't know,
willing to
dude.
kill
You're
children
being
in
like
this show.
You're being like,
And also-
Sophia killing
also-
this teenager is
Also,
a
his
foreshadowing for Vic dying.
also, no, not even just that. I feel like it's going to be a nice parallel to Oz's own life of how if you pay the cost so many times, sacrificing so many people in order to get wealth and status, in order to get up in the world and get a better life than what you have, how many people are you willing to sacrifice?
I
for?
think
What are you
it's
willing to throw
Matt
down.
dead.
The
Matt's
reason,
asleep.
the reason I think of that is because in the flashback when Vic is talking to his dad, he's like, I can just tap in with this dude. We can get some
See,
money. We can do
I
this. It's
think-
like, no. You have to stay true to yourself. Remember who you are.
Please
This,
speak
that, and
quiet.
the
Let him
third.
cook.
And then,
He's not cooking.
and then
he's
when he's about to,
microwaving.
and
then you
then
can
when he's
jump in.
about to go off to
chef
California,
it up.
which God forbid you go off to
With the
California
bad
for
bitch.
any bit of good. When he's about to go off to
With
Cali
his
her,
baddie.
with his bad John, with his wifey, right? What does he do? He
What
turns
does
it
John
down
mean?
to get 10 toes down further in the streets. This man is setting himself up on Ricky levels of failure.
No.
Ricky had a football scholarship, baby on the way, college graduation. They kept mentioning how
fuck
good
is
stuff
Ricky?
was going for him. Boys in the Hood, going
Was in
up,
the hood, yeah.
No one's seen that
up,
shit.
getting involved with the streets, and then what happened? Bah! I'm telling you, he's
No,
gonna
Ricky
I
die.
think,
dies?
listen what I'm saying. I think it's the inverse. I think we have to take Oz's brothers into consideration when I say this. I think he's going to redeem himself for the loss of his brothers.
But the point
I
of the
think-
penguin is he should be irredeemable.
Exactly.
If
He's a
no,
little rodent.
If they
listen,
allow
listen.
him to redeem himself,
Yes.
it defeats the purpose of him
No.
being the fucking penguin.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta give him some redeemable qualities because at the end of the day, he's still the protagonist of your show. That doesn't mean he's a good guy. Him doing something that's redeemable doesn't make him a good person. He's still a bad person.
He can still do something redeemable. And I think it works for his arc, right?
Chris Moltisanti and Tony Soprano.
Oh, he's got you there.
What do you mean?
He's got you there, Bucko.
Tony is the protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AZ, fill him in.
He is. Okay.
I haven't watched The Sopranos. There's nothing redeemable about him at all.
He's kind of the
dude,
worst.
No.
He's
Literally,
like
the
bad.
opening scene of the first episode is him cheating on his wife.
Which is
bad.
Badass. But the rest of it.
No.
So there is something redeemable.
So he cheats on his wife. He betrays a whole bunch of his friends. Fucking drives them out to the middle of nowhere.
In the
puts a
whole
bullet in the
5
back of their
seasons
head.
of the Sopranos, or however fucking long it is, he never
He
did
kills
one
a lot
thing.
of people.
Okay,
No.
he never did one thing.
I'm gonna be honest. The closest thing
There's
he did
no
to
fucking way.
redeemable. The
There's
closest
no
thing he
way.
did to redeemable was when the daughter's coach on the soccer team was found out to be having relations with one of the underage players. They, instead of killing him, they actually went and got him to the cops, like turned him in, because killing him would have really solved nothing, and it would have been more scrutiny under Tony's organization.
He pussy.
So it's kind
He
of also
pussy.
to say,
Him.
yeah, he spared the life of a pedo. He also cheats on his wife with not only the Gumar that he has, but also his therapist. He's a fucking terrible guy, dude. He also, when his daughter starts dating a black guy, this is kind of funny. He cries when he sees a box of Uncle Ben's rice in the store.
That's
he
funny.
He falls to his knees
that's
and it's a
fucking
fucking panic
Italian
attack.
right there.
It's so god.
The point
He's
is,
also
spoilers.
Here you go. Actually, Tony's redemption can mostly be seen in his marriage. In the first few seasons, he was quite the philandering husband. There was no woman he didn't try to sleep with, including his therapist. But the Don managed to get on his wife's good side again when he agreed to fund her dream spec house. After the reconciliation, Tony put a cap on his infidelity. He had the opportunity to sleep with women like the realtor, but he turned her down. His marriage also remained intact after the reunion. That's an arc. That's something redeemable.
Anyway,
That's something redeemable. So your fucking
Tony
point
fucking
is, y'all are
ISIS
fucking
Chris
stupid.
Moltisanti.
No.
Is
Oh
Chris-
yeah, that's
yeah, that's what we're talking
He
about.
fucks
We're not
up
talking
Chrissy,
about his
dude.
stupid fucking marriage.
Shut
or
up.
whatever
He also
dumb
fucks up
character
Chrissy.
Doesn't
he
matter.
did, bro.
That's not what I fucking
He
asked. I asked is if
fucking
he
kills him.
ever did anything redeemable, and the point is yes,
Barely.
he did.
Look.
Sure.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'll
man.
bet
When
you
I said
$10
on
too,
my wife-
Gerardo. Run me my fucking money right now too, because Vic's not gonna die.
$10. Are
Yeah,
you putting
Vic's-
$10 on
$10?
These is gonna be the easiest $10 I've ever spent.
I don't have it.
He's not dying.
I
bro.
don't either.
I'm telling y'all,
but
y'all let me
I'm
finish
so
my
confident.
because y'all are so fucking dumb and so fucking autistic. Y'all was too caught up in y'all's
Whoa,
fucking
whoa,
bullshit.
whoa,
He's gonna
whoa,
redeem
whoa.
himself. He's gonna make up for the
Low
fact that he
That's
killed
a
his
low
brother.
blow.
Listen, Vic is the closest thing he's got to a brother or son or like a brotherly figure. He's not gonna make the same mistake twice. That's all I'm saying. Especially because when he's gonna be faced to make that choice, his mom is already fucking dead. His mom's already gonna be dead. She's fucking gone. So he's already lost everything, and so he's not gonna let me. All right, he said mute.
You see this face here? Yeah. This is my face when the penguin does the same shit twice. I'm gonna have this exact same face. I'm gonna send it in the group chat, and I'll start the episode with it next week. I'm just like,
bitch. You're talking. Oh my god, you're pissing me off. You're talking so much shit for a motherfucker who is gonna lose $10
I'm telling you right now,
we're getting
bro's
so
not making it.
$10.
He's Act 3 material. He's getting fridged, bro.
No, he's not, bro.
Now he's getting Jiraiya, dog. He's getting put up for plot development.
I like how Matt said we weren't going to talk about the penguin.
I'm telling you,
No,
right
he said
now,
no.
He said fuck that.
he's
Talking about the
fucking dead, bro.
He's not, bro.
fucking dead. They're Jason Todding his ass,
Also,
bro.
that's
Bring a
crazy.
mop.
That bitch blew up a neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that is
Fight
kind
him.
of. Yeah,
That was bad. That was obvious. He should have known that was a bomb. Come on, bro. The moment that motherfucker ran out of the car and left the car down there in the tunnel. All right. That's it, Matt. We're done talking about the penguin. It was a great episode.
Oh.
You're muted. You're muted. Matthew, you're muted. Matthew, you're muted.
he said, "Oh my god!" 1 second. I read his.
I was saying that episode fucking blew up. The same way our podcast is gonna blow up. Another episode is in the books.
Nice, bro.
Huge thanks to everybody who tuned in today. Keep the excitement going by following us on all platforms at
Huge.
Cinestro Corp. No S.
We got an epic lineup this year that y'all don't want to miss. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button to never miss a beat. Show some love by leaving us a stellar 5-star review wherever you catch this podcast. Spread the word about our podcast and YouTube channel far and wide. Share with your friends, your family, and your entire network. Y'all support means the world to us. Until next time, y'all, stay awesome. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Cinestro Core. Peace.
We're the kings of the screen, yeah. Cinestro Core, we're the dream.